So we talked about mechanical waves being waves that require a medium to travel through. And a medium is just something that they need to travel through and their energy needs to move through. So we talked about longitudinal waves, transverse waves, and surface waves. Now we're going to talk about electromagnetic waves. Electromagnetic waves are waves that do not require a medium to travel through, so they can travel through space. Radio waves are the waves with the lowest frequency, and we remember that frequency is the amount of waves that pass through in a given period of time. So radio waves are used to transmit signals for TV and radio. Microwaves are used in radar, in cell phones, and to cook food. It's super important that you know that microwaves are used for cell phones. When we think cell phones, we're going to think radio waves, but we actually have to think of microwaves. Microwaves with radar and cell phones. Infrared waves are used in heat lamps to warm food. Have you ever been at a restaurant and you're waiting for your food and maybe one of your friends' food isn't done yet, so you see all the food like on that back table with the lamps over it? So they're infrared waves. Also infrared waves, if you guys have seen shows or you might have them on your own, like the infrared goggles, it shows you different colors to detect different temperatures. They're infrared waves. Visible light are the only waves that can be seen with the human eye. You have all probably heard of the Roy G. Biv. So that's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. They are all the colors of the rainbow and the visible light spectrum. Ultraviolet rays are the rays that we get exposed to when we're outside in the sun, right? Too much of them, we can get sunburn. So that's a negative effect of ultraviolet rays, but some positive effects are we also get vitamin D from that, and some hospitals, well, most hospitals actually, use ultraviolet rays to kill certain bacteria to keep the equipment and stuff sterilized and clean. X-rays are used in medicine. They can penetrate through most matter except for bone, so that's why we get an X-ray when we need to see if there's a broken bone or something, because that ray cannot go through bone, so the bone will show up on the picture. Finally, we have gamma rays. So gamma rays have the highest frequency, and if you have a high frequency, that means you have a shorter wavelength, right? That inverse relationship. So they also have the most energy and the most radiation. So they can be a little dangerous if you're exposed too much, like what happened to the Incredible Hulk. But at the same time, gamma rays are used to treat things such as cancer.